Well, good evening and thank you so much for joining us for the CBS 19 News at 10. I'm Marangeli Lopez. We begin with this. Plans to shape the future of downtown Tyler. Tomorrow, city and county leaders are set to host a joint meeting about some possible changes to the area. Our Jose Alonso is joining us live now in the studio. Jose, as Tyler grows, so will the city's design. What's on the table for discussion?
Mara, they're looking to add a complete redesign that will include changes to the streets, sidewalks, and possibly more, all to make it more inviting to families and visitors at Tyler. This is one of the renderings the city shared with me, and I had the chance to speak with city manager Edward Brousseau and a local business owner about how this proposal will impact the area.
The square you see today is going to be drastically different once we're done with the renovations.
A revitalization project proposal to be funded by a private company and city taxpayer money. The City Council is hosting a special meeting Wednesday, along with Smith County Commissioners, to present the proposal and offer a joint construction as the new courthouse is built.
So marrying all those different plans together and making sure that, we've got full approval on those before we start getting ready to begin construction on different components of that.
Broussard says the plan isn't fully drawn out yet, but what he could tell me is that the proposal looks to widen the sidewalk area on the square and turn the one-way traffic surrounding it into two-way streets. The revitalization of the square does raise concern for nearby restaurant owner of Culture ETX, Lance McGorder.
I lived in Bishop Arts in Dallas for a long time. One of the big things when they revitalized that area is it pretty much shut down a lot of people that were already there and made way for the new, so hopefully that doesn't happen. We like being down here, we like being downtown, we certainly don't want to go anywhere.
And so that's something we're very mindful of how do we phase this through so that those businesses aren't adversely impacted, because it will be a massive construction site for a number of years, all the way from one end of the square to the other end.
Another raised question on the redesign is what's going to happen to the memorials.
Part of what we're trying to do with the square proper is to be able to provide something for the different events as well as for people's enjoyment. So we have a different location that we're looking at and working towards. That'll be part of the plan we'll show.
Broussard wants to make it clear that the city hopes to finalize these changes with the county and ensure local businesses aren't heavily impacted.
So hopefully we can have some input on any closures or anything like that might happen, because the way things are right now, a lot of us in the restaurant business especially are, one bad week away from closing the doors.
And this proposal is still in the early stages and a budget has not yet been determined.